For me, sometimes I have to pinch myself. To even think that this is real, that my son is not here. Irvo should be here with us. He should be here with us. If I don't call it what it is, I'll be wrong. And I don't think he would forgive me. When I look at what happened to my son, systemic racism swallowed my son. There were several opportunities to save my son. There were several opportunities to, to stop what was going on. From the time when the police came here to get him, to pick him up, I shouted out loud. If they were not aware who they were coming for, the way they came like they were coming for a criminal. I wrapped myself around my son and we walked out on the front stoops together. And when we walked out on the front stoops, I lifted my voice and said, my son is going through a mental crisis. Why did they choose not to hear me? Why did they give me the benefit of doubt? They saw a black woman and a black man, tall, built. I believe racism played a part too, because the way they came here, they had their tasers out. They had their fingers on their holsters. Not to mention, 2 police officers walked from my neighbor's yard, walking here, before the rest of them arrived. My question is, what were they told there? What were they told? When they were called by my neighbor, I believe that what they were told prompted them to come here the way they came. The whole ordeal took over 40 minutes. Eventually, they had to bring an ambulance because Irvo knew what was right. He knew his rights, and he was not going to get in that cruiser. He was not a criminal. They were trying to stuff him in that cruiser. I believe that the way he was picked here played into how he was treated, played into Henrico Doctors Hospital, another situation created, and from there to jail, and then tortured and beaten up, and then another situation created to try and take a young man who is bright, who has a life, who has a family, and is competent and lives at home, and try to institutionalize him. Could this be the big hole that is swallowing young black men and women? Something is wrong with the systems. Something has to be changed so that our children can get back home. Whatever is happening, you just have to look at the victim. It's disproportionately affecting black young men. I'm not saying it doesn't affect anybody else, but seriously, the numbers don't lie. These Jim Crow systems have to change so that our children can get back home.